everyone, it's Heidi and welcome to today's episode of Baby Names Sunday. I hope you guys are all doing well and had a fabulous week. Now today's video is all about fresh bohemian inspired names. Now I tried to get these a little bit more unique, a little bit more fun, but definitely full of soul and earthful feel to them, whether it's by their sound, whether it's by the meaning, or even the feel that they give you. These names were also inspired by you guys over on my community tab, but also over on Instagram as well. Now, like I always say in my videos, make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys haven't already yet. Trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. Oh, now without further talking, let's get into this ultra long list of 100 names that are fresh and bohemian inspired. Okay, so to start the list off, we have a name combo here first. So we have the name Adler Stone, spelled A-D-L-E-R and then Stone. This one's both German and animal inspired, meaning stone of the eagle. Next name idea on the list here, I have the name Canyon, spelled C-A-N-Y-O-N. Canyon. This one's probably one of my favorites on the list, and it's a very rugged and very vast sounding nature name. Okay, so for this next one here, I have the name Koi Breeze, but I also have the name option instead of Breeze. I also have Breezely someone sent in, which I love the L-E-Y ending for this. So Koi is just spelled K-O-I, and it's actually a Japanese fish that symbolizes good fortune. So together, Koi Breeze means luck in the air or good fortune in the air. Next up is the name Astoria, spelled A-S-T-O-R-I-A, or just Storia. This is actually a place name. It's a neighborhood in New York, and it's said to mean eagle. Then for a weekday name, I have the name Monday, spelled M-O-N-D-A-Y, Monday. Guys, this is actually one of my top favorite day of the week names now. Monday and Friday, I don't know, something about them I've just been loving. And the name Monday is actually derived from Nordic culture, meaning moon's day. And this specific day in history was a day spent worshipping the moon. Moving on to another beachy surfer name, I have the name Tidal, spelled T-Y-D-A-L or T-I-D-A-L. Loving this for the nickname Tide, and this one's a total water surfer name. Then speaking of water, I have the name Loch, spelled L-O-C-H, and this one's both a Scottish and Gaelic originated name meaning lake. Moving on to a botanical name here, I have the name Fen. Two ways you can spell it, F-E-N, or you can do a double N. So again, like I said, it's a botanical name, but it also means peace. Keeping up with the more shorter names, I have the name Row, but spelled R-O-W, Row. I have not seen this anywhere, and I thought it would be such a great addition to the list. So it's a name relating to a tree, also rowing your boat, but it also means famous friend. Another three-letter name here on the list is the name Sea, spelled S-E-A, Sea. With ocean being so popular, I thought this was a great, unique alternative. Then speaking of ocean, I have two options here. I have the name which is kind of like that nicknamey feel name. Right now, a lot of nickname names are trending just as first names. And then we have the name Osha, which is literally spelled ocean without the N. I'm really loving this for a little beachy girl's name, Osha. I think it's just so beautiful. And again, both names are derived from the name ocean. With all this talk about oceans, seas, beachy feel, I have another one here for you. It's the name Reef, spelled R-E-E-F. This is another one that's a little bit more unusual, but it's more of an edgy beachy name. One of my favorites on the list here, I have the name Sunsen, spelled S-U-N-S-E-N, Sunsen. It's kind of a modern invented name derived from like sunshine, sunset, sunrise, and to me it kind of depicts a little sun child. Next up is the name Inca, spelled I-N-K-A, very peppy name. It's Greek originated, meaning lover of horses. Then I have the name Dunes, spelled D-U-N-E-S, Dunes. This one's a total cool plural nature word name meaning sand dunes. Moving on to my next one here, a little bit of animal inspiration here. It's the name Artie, spelled A-R-T-E, Artie. I also was thinking for this one, it could even be art, but with an E on the end, makes it a little bit more unique and kind of brings up that vintage feel. But Artie, A-R-T-E, is actually a Celtic originated name meaning bear. Time for a name combo that screams dream dreamy. I have the name Spera Moonflower. S-P-E-R-A and then Moonflower. The name Spera means ray of light, so together this combo means a ray of light upon the moonflower. Next up is the name Quill, spelled Q-U-I-L-L, Quill. This one's one of my favorite Q names for boys, and it's actually an Irish originated name meaning crossing swords or strong, so very powerful, but it's also an English word referring to a feather, a quill. So we were speaking of dreamy name combos. I have another one here for you guys. So it's the name Zora Wonderlust. Z-O-R-A and then Wonderlust. Like, how dreamy can you get, guys? Zora's a beautiful Serbo-Croatian originated name meaning dawn, and together again this just has this dreamy head in the clouds kind of feel. Another name combo here before we move over onto the boy side. I have the name Lively Fate, spelled L-I-V-E-L-Y, lively, and fate, F-A-T-E. Now this name has so much positive energy around it. The meaning is all about positivity. It means a fate full of life. Switching it up here over to the boy side, I have the name Basil, spelled B-A-S-I-L, or I guess some people pronounce it as Basil, so depends on where you are from, but it's actually a Greek originated name meaning regal, or it is an herb name. We have the name combo here, Arlie Rumble, spelled A-R-L-I-E, and then Rumble, R-U-M-B-L-E. This one has a cool kind of Eastery meaning, I feel, nature too. It means rumble from the rabbit meadow. Speaking of springtime, Easter, all those feels, I have the name Fauna, spelled F-A-U-N-A, Fauna. And Fauna was the Roman goddess of nature and animals. I have a place name here next. It's the name Arnhem, spelled A-R-N-H-E-M, Arnhem. It's a place in the Netherlands that is situated on the Rhine River. Then I have the name Clover, spelled C-L-O-V-E-R, and this one's a lucky flower name meaning key. Speaking of floral names, I have a floral combo here. I have the name Sage Meadow, spelled S-A-G-E, and then Meadow for the middle name. What a amazing nature name combo, and it means wise meadow. Then speaking of flowers, why not add another one in here? I have the name Azalea, spelled A-Z-A-L-E-A. Now this one's a gorgeous floral name, and this one, you could totally do the nickname Ziggy for this one. Azalea, Ziggy as a nickname. Next two name combos here are completely genderless, so I have the name Holland Remy, spelled H-O-L-L-A-N-D, and then Remy, R-E-M-Y. Now Holland's a place name, but it means wooded land. So together, it's both French and English origins, meaning wooded land of the oarsmen. Then for my second genderless name combo, I have the name Cohen Lockett, spelled C-O-E-N, love the spelling, and then Lockett, L-O-C-K-E-T-T. That is such a cool, bold name. I love Lockett. And this combo is derived from both Dutch and word name inspiration, meaning trusted, bold advisor. Switching it up here, a short and sweet girl's name, I have the name Pia, spelled P-I-A, Pia. Super sweet, very peppy and cute, Latin originated name, meaning from Mount Olympus. Then speaking of mountains, I have the name Saatchi, spelled S-O-C-H-I, Saatchi. Now this one's a Russian place name, and it's said to possibly mean little mountain. Name combo on the boy's side, this is actually her future son's name, so she absolutely loved it, had to send it in, obviously, and that's the name Lake Miles, spelled L-A-K-E, and then Miles is spelled M-I-L-E-S, and together it means a vast lake. Next name idea on the list here is actually a mix of two kind of more popular names. So it's the name Aurora, but spelled A-U-L-O-R-A. Aurora. And this one's a mix of Aurora, which means dawn, and Allura, which means God is my light. These next two names here, I had to put them together because they sound like sibling names, like perfect sibling names. So it's the name Barrett Pax, spelled B-A-R-R-E-T-T, Pax, and Atlas Fox. And for this one, the meanings also kind of tie together because Barrett actually means bear strength, you have Fox and Atlas Fox, and Pax actually means peace. A sweet kind of southern girl's name here next is the name Prairie Dew, spelled P-R-A-I-R-I-E, and then Dew, D-E-W. I feel like together, it just paints a picture of like a dewy prairie field to me. Then we have the peppy artsy name Artsy Bliss, spelled A-R-T-S Y, and then Bliss, B-L-I-S-S. Imagine Prairie Dew and Artsy Bliss. Super sweet, and this one's a spunky girl's name, meaning blissful art. Next up is the name Xyla, spelled X-Y-L-A. X name, yes, and it's Greek originated, meaning wood dweller or woodland. Then we have this fun boy's name is Hickory Finch, like Hickory Finch. Like, how fun is that to say? H-I-C-K-R-O-Y, and then Finch, F-I-N-C-H. And this one together means bird of the hickory plant. I have the name Romelia, spelled R-O-M-E-L-I-A. I feel like this one just has this dreamy sound to it. It's derived from the place name Rome, but also the name Amelia, which means work. Then I have the name Persia, spelled P-E-R-S-I-A. And this one's an ancient kingdom name, which is now known as Iran. Now, for this one here, in my previous video, we all talked about Wild, Wilder, all those kind of cool names. I have the name Wilderland Frey, and Wilderland spelled W-I-L-D-E-R and L-U-N-D, Wilderland Frey. This one, amazing alternative to Wilder, and together this name means Lord of the Wild. I have the name Starla, spelled S-T-A-R-L-A, a gorgeous celestial name meaning star. Then we have the name Coast, C-O-A-S-T, which is such an amazing nature word name, meaning where the land meets the sea. Another animal-inspired name here is the name Cuin, spelled C-U-A-N, Cuin. And it's an Irish-originated name, meaning little wolf. Then we have the name Oka, spelled O-A-K-A, and this one's a cute take on the name Oak. Next up, we have sibling combos here. This one's actually a boy and girl combo, and this is actually her kids' names, and they're just beyond me. So we have the name Caspian Drake, C-A-S-P-I-A-N, Drake, D-R-A-K-E, and together this name means sea dragon. Then her daughter's name is Sylvain. I want to say it Sylvain Alva, and Sylvain is spelled S-Y-L-V-A-I-N-E. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And together it means forest elf. I have the name Neona, spelled N-E-O-N-A, and it's another gorgeous celestial name meaning new moon. Then we have the name Reverie, spelled R-E-V-E-R-I-E, Reverie. And this one's a virtue style name actually, meaning caught in a daydream. Speaking of daydreams, this is another dreamy name here. It's the name Sunrise or Sunset. I couldn't choose, so I put them both. Loving it for a middle name, but I love it for kind of like a sunny, uplifting first name as well. Girly name combo here next. It's the name Artesia Spring, and Artesia is spelled A-R-D-E-S-I-A. Artesia. What a gorgeous name. It's actually an Italian originated color name, meaning slate gray. And together it means gray spring. But to me, it kind of symbolizes that rainy spring weather when it's gray outside. Next up is the name Earthy, spelled E-A-R-T-H-I. Earthy as like a direct earth name. Like, how cool is that? Then I have the name Suvi Blue, spelled S-U-V-I, and then Blue, B-L-U. Loving the spelling of blue, and Suvi is a Finnish name meaning summer, so together it means summer blue. Another name combo here next on the list is the name Foxley Hart. Now, Foxley is spelled F-O-X-L-E-Y, and Hart is H-A-R-T. I think this is a really great balance of like vintage handsomeness with heart and with modernness with Foxley, that L-E-Y ending, and together this means heart of a fox. I have the name Tulia next, spelled T-U-L-L-I-A, and this one kind of was hard to find any meaning on, but it possibly means mountain peak, or it means to be tranquil. Then for another name that sounds very similar to Tulia, I have the name Tulip, spelled T-U-L-I-P, Tulip. Tulip is so underused, so unrated. Come on, someone use the name Tulip. I think it's just so sweet and very elegant in sound. Next name here on the list, I have the name Peregrine, spelled P-E-R-E-G-R-I-N-E, Peregrine. It's a Latin originated name meaning traveler, or it's a type of falcon. Then we have the name combo Evening Rose, spelled E-V-E-N-I-N-G, then Rose. This combo is so gorgeous, and it means rose of the night. Another name combo, great meaning, is the name Alaska Sunry, spelled A-L-A-S-K-A, and Sunry, S-U-N-R-E-E. And the name together means great land of the rising sun. Moving on to the boys side, name combo here is the name Rigby Rhodes, double R here, R-I-G-B-Y, and then Rhodes, R-H-O-D-E-S. Loving this. It's English and Greek originated, meaning ridged farm where the roses grow. Popping back over to the girl side, I have tons of name combos here because they were just too amazing. It's the name Okenna Rivalee, spelled O-A-K-E-N-N-A, and then Rivalee, R-I-V-A-L-E-E. Okenna is derived from the name oak, but also the name McKenna, meaning happy one, so very cheerful, and Rivalee means bind together. Next up is the name Kaven, spelled C-A-V-E-N, and this one could symbolize a cave, so a nature name, but it also could be a variant of Gaelic origins, meaning handsome. Okay, so we had one X name on the list. Now moving on to a boy's X name. I have the name Xerxes, X-E-R-X-E-S, lion for the middle name, Xerxes lion. This one is bold to a T, but the meaning is so cool. So it has a mix of animal and Persian roots because Xerxes is Persian originated, meaning lion hero among the heroes. Like, how cool of a meaning is that? Then switching it up here for a very handsome boy's name, I have the name Beaumont, spelled B-E-A-U-M-O-N-T, and this one's French originated, meaning beautiful mountain. I have the name Starling, spelled S-T-A-R-L-I-N-G. This one is a gorgeously uncommon and so underused bird name. Next name here, so fun to say, is the name Willoughby, spelled W-I-L-L-O-U-G-H-B-Y. This one's English originated, meaning farm near the willows. Then I have the name Feather, spelled F-E-A-T-H-E-R. Guys, this is such a great alternative to Heather. You have Feather, which also has like animal nature inspirations behind it. Z name combo here on the list, I have the name Xenia Sage, spelled Z-E-N-I-A, and then Sage, S-A-G-E. And Xenia is actually a Greek originated name meaning welcoming. So together this means welcoming wisdom. Now, one of the coolest nature name combos on this list, I have to say this is bold, brave, and so fun. It's the name Freedom Skies, spelled F-R-E-E-D-O-M, and then Skies, S-K-I-E-S. Another one of those plural nature names. Loving this. It literally together means feeling free in the skies. Next up, another nature name combo here. It's the name Avalon Love, spelled A-V-A-L-O-N, and then Love, L-O-V-E. And Avalon's actually a Celtic originated name, and together this means island of apples and love. Then we have the name Fortune, spelled F-O-R-T-U-N-E, Fortune. This one is a wonderful virtue name, genderless, and extremely lucky. All right, so switching it up here, I have a few name singles here next. So I have the name Ridge, spelled R-I-D-G-E, and this is another very uncommon nature name that I feel is gonna come alive in the near future. Then I have the name Elwood, spelled E-L-W-O-O-D, Elwood. And this one's an English originated name meaning elder tree forest. Next up, kind of a variant of an animal inspired name, I have the name Dublin, so D-O-V-E-L-Y-N, Dublin. This one was beautiful. She added on that L-Y-N ending and I thought it was so sweet. It's derived from the name Dove, which means peaceful bird. And I'm really liking how you can still have that nickname Dove or even Dovey. Another Z girl name combo here is the name Zella Lilac, spelled Z-E-L-L-A. Such an uncommon and unique Z name. And then Lilac, a beautiful and uncommon floral name. This is so great. Zella is an African originated name meaning one who knows the way. And then adding on lilac, it's one who knows their way to the lilac flowers. Next one on the list is the name Blaze Hawk, spelled B-L-A-Z-E, and then Hawk, H-A-W-K. Definitely an edgy boy's name with animal inspirations. It means fiery hawk. Another single name option here is the name Golden, spelled G-O-L-D-E-N. I feel like this child with this name would have just such a positive, great omen about them, very great energy, like a little golden child. Then we have the name combo Elwyn Blanca, spelled E-L-O-W-Y-N, and Blanca, B-L-A-N-C-A. And together this one's a mix of Cornish and Spanish origins meaning white elm trees. Name combo on the boy side, I have the name Pine Frost. Now this one's kind of cool sounding, a little peppy for a boy. Personally, I love this for like a little winter baby boy. Like this would be so perfect. It's the total nature name combo, and it means frosty pine trees. Speaking of peppy, I have the name Harlow Ginger, spelled Harlow and then Ginger, Ginger. This one has to fall into that peppy category as well. It's an English originated name combo meaning pure rocky hill. Next up, I have the name Woody Lars, spelled Woody, and then Lars, Lars. This one's so sweet. It's a Scandinavian and English rooted name together meaning crowned with laurel in the woods. Then another name combo here on the boy side, I have the name Memphis Milo, spelled Memphis, and then Milo, Milo. And both of these are Greek and Old German originated, meaning enduring, beautiful, soldier, and merciful. Few more name singles left on the list. I have the name Red, spelled R-E-D-D, very bright, bold, vibrant color name for a boy. I think this is just incredibly handsome. Then for a girl, keeping on with that color inspiration, I have the name Magenta. And to me, both Red and Magenta are very warm, vibrant color names. So just like Tulip, another soft, floral sounding name is the name Dahlia. So D-A-H-L-I-A, Dahlia, another really beautiful floral name, but it's also a Swedish surname. Now onto a very surfer child name. We have the name Wave, spelled W-A-V-E. This one's cool. Guys, I would totally name my little girl Wave. I think that's just so cool for a little beach girl name. Then we have the name Bohemia or Bohemia, spelled B-O-H-E-M-I-A. Super beautiful. It's perfect for the name of the video. It makes sense. We have the name Dusty, so D-U-S-T-Y. This one's so great. It actually has such a strong meaning, meaning brave warrior. And then that brings me to my very final name on this list here, which is the name Arcadia, spelled A-R-C-A-D-I-A. Arcadia. It's Greek originated, meaning idyllic place. So that is it with the list, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yes, another 100 names list. I know I've been spoiling you guys a bit with these. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Be sure, leave in the comments any other Bohemian, new, fresh ones. We want to see new ones. Swoon me in the comments. And then make sure you guys give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, do all that jazz, right? Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Now I've come to terms.